What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to make this video in hopes of helping people save a little bit of money on, you know, if their microwave breaks or something like that. I made a video about a year and a half ago, probably, on how to fix the switches on a microwave, and I had a lot of questions on, or a lot of concerns on people replace their switches and they're still having issues. Anyways. The microwaves are kind of expensive right now. Everything's going up, but microwaves are really expensive right now, and I just, me personally, I'd rather not spend my money on a new microwave if I can fix it for a lot cheaper. So I'm going to show you something to check next if you replace your switches and it's still blowing the fuse. Follow along and I'll show you a couple things, and hopefully this helps you out. So thank you. So this is a Frigidaire microwave. I believe the switches are about similar on every brand. So this might not just be exclusive to the Frigidaire brand, but I know that this brand is notorious for this problem, and I think a lot of it's to do with, I don't know, the plastics on everything are really brittle, and I don't know if it's a different composite of plastic or whatever, but it seems like everything wears out really fast on these. So anyways, I already took the panel off here. You could see my other video on how to do all that. This one's just going to be on kind of troubleshooting the next step. Anyways, on this microwave, I did replace the switches. But I felt like they were kind of wiggly. I thought maybe, but it was still blowing the fuse, and I thought maybe the switches were loose, so I did kind of hot glue them, so that's what you're seeing here. But I just want to show you something else. What I found out is the problem. So if you look in here, you can see where the button on the switch gets pushed. That one's pretty firm. If you go down here, this is the bottom switches, this is the middle switch, and these are activated. You can see that. And then I'll show you. So it has these this latch that pushes in, and then the tips of these actually push down on the switches, and on the bottom there's a little lever to actually push down on the bottom switch. And if you look in here, see if I can get a good view. If you look in here, that bottom switch, give me a minute, I'm gonna have to fix this. So this middle switch is I believe considered normally closed, which means when the button's not depressed, there's a connection between these poles here, and the other ones are normally open, so when the button's not depressed, there's no connection. So when the switches get pushed, and that kind of tells the like the circuitry that everything's safe to open the door, because these things are designed, if it's still running, it's designed to actually blow the fuse for safety. So that shuts all power to the the microwave running and everything. So but if you look here, I mean, you could see, you could hear, trying to get a good view. looks like the bottom one stays depressed, but there's just not enough pressure to push on the middle one. So that's definitely gonna, there's I believe it's 110 volts going through there. It's gonna, it's gonna get hot. It's gonna mess that switch up. So I'm gonna take this back apart and I'll show you guys what I found with this latch, what the problem is with it. Okay, so here's the the latch assembly. I took the switches out, and then I bought a new one, which this is like $27 on Amazon. It had good reviews, so I got it. So, but if you look at the little ramp where the latch pushes in, this is the new one. And I'm talking about like right here. You can see the condition of that. And then if you look in here, I hope you guys can see that. I'll show it from the back, but if you look at yours, you can see all the kind of the plastic powdered dust all over, and then a little bit of wear, or a lot of wear. That one's pretty prevalent. But I think down at the bottom it's more vulnerable because it has to push in on both the switches. It has this little lever here to push on one, and then the other side of the latch pushes on the other switch. So and also there is kind of an updated switch. I guess it's supposed to handle a little more amps or something, so it should be able to get a little hotter. But here's the part number on it. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. I'm not sure if you can get them at like Lowe's or anything, but I just ordered them on Amazon, so check that out. It might hold up a little bit better. But I'm gonna install this new latch and we'll see if it fixes the issue. Okay, so I got the new switch holder assembly put in, and I'm just going to show you the difference. On the other one was really worn, but I'm trying to open the door. You can see the switch is staying pushed in, and on the other one it wasn't even, on this middle switch it wasn't even really pushing it in. So definitely, I still hot glued the switches because they were. It probably doesn't affect them, but I just didn't want to move it around and having an issue like that. So just got a little bit of. So everything's really tight. So I'm gonna finish putting everything back together, and then I'll try it out, see if that fixes the problem. Okay guys, got it back together. Time for the test. Okay, it looks like the fix is successful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you got any questions, just leave it comments below.